Hey guys, and we're now back with some more Technobabylon today. So we're going to see, I think this is the last sort of kind of section of the game, to be honest. Like getting near to the end if I remember correctly. But we were in the restaurant last, so we're going to figure out who sent the bomb. Gun Bucket, how you doing? Mm.
Excuse me.
Yes.
What's the situation?
Perimeter secure. Guest behavior with intolerable parameters.
I guess that's one way of putting it. Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're not easily riled up. Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Negative. His appearance was a match for a member of the serving staff.
And you call yourself a bodyguard?
It is likely that the suspect prepared this operation in advance. To achieve this, he would have to supplant a member of staff before our arrival.
Question is, where did he hide the waiter he replaced?
I think I know where.
Keep up the good work.
Bet you the waiter that he gave her is in the kitchen, right? Probably on here, so there, look, I reckon it's there.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Pretty gross.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm Dr. Regis. Nina's asked me to investigate the explosion.
A cell agent? Well, all right. Just be careful what you touch. This place is half kitchen, half lab.
There are human bodies in your kitchen.
Yes, there are. It's a freezer. What are you, the food inspector?
Give me a good reason I shouldn't haul your ass down to cell.
It's all legal, I guarantee. They're annual clones, grown without brain tissue.
I know what it means. I guess the presentation was a shock. I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks, I made those myself. They were my first engineering project.
Luciferin luciferase from fireflies.
Well spotted. I imported the sequence into red snappers and kept them viable. 10 generations now.
A lot of academies use those as a starter project, but that's impressive.
We keep them as a reminder of where we came from, or in case the power goes out.
A suicide bomber attacked the gathering upstairs. He was disguised as one of your waiters.
Whoa, I wondered what that was. What did he look like?
Blonde, about 1.65 meters, might have looked uncomfortable or limping.
Huh, biobomber?
That's right. How did you guess?
You mentioned the limp. They've got pretty serious health problems, don't they?
Yeah, he might have replaced one of your staff.
Huh, they all checked in.
If he incapacitated one of your staff, can you think of where they'd do that?
It'd have to be somewhere you could hide a body, I guess.
You get a lot of clandestine meetings like this taking place?
You'd be surprised. This place is popular with the wealthy. Haven't had an assassination before, though.
You know what they're discussing up there.
They don't tell me, and I don't ask about anything but their orders. Dr. Zhang pays me enough to know I probably shouldn't.
What's with the bouncer?
He came with Mr. Stepford's party, along with a few others. I think he was supposed to be guarding the kitchen, but...
What happened?
Well, he wasn't very talkative, but after I started working, he just kind of zoned out. Couldn't get an answer out of him.
I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks. I made those myself. They were my first engineering project.
Luciferin luciferase.
Well, 10.
A lot of it.
Or
Thanks.
whatever I can do to help.
Hello? Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch. Hey, stop the carousel.
What's wrong?
These bodies are supposed to be clones, right? So why is this one blonde?
Oh, God. Henry. What happened to him?
He's taken a nasty blow to the head. Looks like it's the hypothermia that's finished him, though.
Oh, Nuke. Why'd they leave him in the freezer?
Best place to hide a tree is a forest. Best place to hide a body is with a whole lot of other bodies.
Why Henry? He was such a nice boy.
Same hair color as the bomber. Whoever's behind this took his uniform for the bomber's disguise.
Somebody would have seen him being dragged across the restaurant.
He must have been killed in here. I'll find who's behind this.
Poor guy. Could be, yeah. I mean, you do
Nothing
find that
on
with
him
games,
except
don't
his
you?
underpants.
Like with a lot of games, you find that what do you call it? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, a lot of games tend to do references, don't they, to certain stuff. If it's not to another game, then it's to something else.
It's a flash growth chamber for sampling DNA and growing specimens. I've seen a lot of these in my career, but never in a restaurant. An empty glass jar. According to the label, it used to contain spices. Can't do that.
Can't go down those stairs, okay. Because he always ovens down there.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Please report technical issues to management.
Who's in charge?
Situational command has been assigned to Mr. Liam Stepford.
Huh. Fancy taking orders from a guy like that. Keep up the good work. Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
Hmm.
I found one of your heavies in the kitchen. Looks like something's knocked it out cold.
Oh my, a technical fault, no doubt. May I ask you to show me the defective platform?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent. We can't have our firm slandered by accusations of low-quality units. Dr. Regis, Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what's going on. The cavity magnetron in the growth array. It generates a huge mag flux in here.
It broke them? Is it permanent?
What do I look like, a tech?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you all right?
Systems operating.
Hi, you synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Keep up the... Mr. Stepford? Nope, he hasn't got anything I can use. Not unless I want a really lousy suit. Hey, who's that?
Hmm.
My word, this is a peculiar experience.
Mr. Stepford,
Oh my, yes. Thank you for your assistance, Dr. Regis.
do you know what happened? The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated with a high-intensity magnetic field. No doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign on that kitchen, oh my.
So, synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly. Like working in a cloud of chlorine for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out Stepford as a suspect.
Okay.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
Feeling better?
Oh my, yes. My most sincere thanks, Dr. Regis. You have no idea how uncomfortable I find the wrong body.
The outfit makes the man.
Very literally in my case. I suppose I shall have to avoid the kitchen. I shall instruct the security platforms to do likewise.
I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Hmm.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this plot of yours. Ran Shuman.
Nearly. Mr. Ran operates one of the largest manufacturing dynasties in Asia.
Completely putting aside his politics, of course.
Of course. If I need something made, I speak to Mr. Ran. Trust me, this project needs a lot of specialized capital.
We'll see how nice he is if you get your way and get Central out of the picture.
I'll just top up my drink real quick.
Let's change the subject. That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
I'm not sure what that would involve. Any credible hospital would use an automated surgical array to make amputations, but I've seen a few cases out in bandit country where a saw had to do. Since the subjects in this case are cadavers, there's probably a lot more room for being sloppy and allowing for a manual saw.
Hmm.
Ow! Hey!
Mm-mm. Ah. Okay.
Oh, here goes. Gotcha.
Nice. So back in here. So we know that this use that wasn't it? The first aid was pretty much almost depleted. Toilet cleaner and tissue paper. So it's quite dark in here. So maybe we can use the luminous vision. Oh, and there's blood here, look. This on the vent cover to get the blood.
The bomber's bag.
Must have been his previous clothes, right?
The crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says,
Open for you from inside GBW.
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
What it say?
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say. What do you think of this, Mr. Stepford?
Oh my, a note to the bomber. Perhaps whomever sent it had data security in mind, yes. One certainly can't hack a letter after all.
What do you make of this, Nina?
Hey, the bomber's instructions. Where'd you find this?
A vent access by the bathroom. They'd apparently been in communication beforehand.
Good job, Charlie. This may help us find out who let them in.
Excuse me, counselor. What do you make of this?
A note to the bomber? Who is GBWU?
If they're like the others I've met, it means God be with you.
You've had experience with these terrorists before.
You could say that.
I'm even more confident that we're in good hands then.
I'm not sure what I...
Oh, so it's him that.
Ah, Dr. Regis. Might I have a word in private? We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
Yes.
Might be. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
You lied to us. The governor's a fake then. I'm sure your voters would love to find that out.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully.
You better have a real good reason for all this.
For various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
Of course. Things have gone downhill since he got involved in my case.
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So
Well, that's
instead
your
of turning
bloody
you
fault.
in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means.
Sure.
Please, consider what this means for the city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties, the only conclusion possible is that Counselor Dean is responsible.
What?
My word.
Andrew, is this true?
See? He not say anything. Otherwise, he have to tell truth.
Yes, I am responsible. I acted to save my family from my mistakes. I joined this project to protect the city that I love. The rest of you are backstabbing cowards out to loot Newton for your own gain.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Counselor. That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
What? What are you doing? Wait, stop!
Poor dear Counselor Dean. Tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised, the information you require. The man who has your kids, your mind-jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
The uptake reports came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
It would have taken months to get approval from the city council, so we used our own.
Yours. You and Charlie.
They're healthy, and they got all the right uptake markers.
Oh, I'm just kind of surprised Charlie agreed to it, given his previous line of work and all. You have told him, haven't you?
I was going to find a way.
That explains why he's on the warpath, then.
Oh, nuke me. How did he find out?
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not...
Get out!
Mm.
Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for gingineering.
I'm sorry I hadn't told you yet. Dr. Vargas was having enough trouble stalling the council. We needed to start showing results, so I made the decision for both of us.
You didn't think I'd object if I knew beforehand?
Well, no. Using our own embryos was the right thing to do to keep the project afloat.
You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do. We're only using 1, maybe 2 of the embryos we've got for the project. The other 4 are still stored at Alrecis.
It's not a matter of whether we can make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
It's not as if we're bringing the embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by the alterations we're making.
We've already affected them by using them in this role.
You know, sometimes your old world sensibilities are charming, but not this time. What is it they believe where you're from? That life begins at conception?
You know damn well what I've done with human gingineering in the past. I'm well past being able to object for moral reasons.
You're mad because I didn't talk with you about it first.
No! Well, yes, I am, but that's not why I feel like this.
I understand it was a big decision. We've invested a lot of time and energy into having kids. I'd probably be upset in your position, but I'd have hoped you'd trust me to make choices for the both of us.
Oh God, you haven't understood what's wrong with this at all.
Have you seen the uptake results Dr. Chigwa recorded? We've got over 95% success. The neural tissue development is going to be phenomenal.
I don't give a damn about the results.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role...
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
He'll just have to deal with it.
Hey Fabo, how you doing?
It doesn't appear to have a power switch or any kinds of controls accessible from out here. That aircon's putting out a lot of heat. Must be working pretty hard in this weather. It looks like it could be opened, but not from outside. Hello?
We're closed. Hey.
real subtle.
Oh, damn it. Why'd it have to break tonight?
Phew. Oh, that was fast acting, wasn't it? Just like, poof.
Hello? Guess that tranquilizer did its job.
What? Hmm.
I don't need to hack.
Dude. Hmm. So, I wonder how we get the bloody code for this then.
I'm afraid not.
Okay, so we can use the trance.
Salam, Mandela.
Hi. I'm finally at the site. You were right. I can feel the connection.
That is good to hear. You managed to avoid detection in your journey?
Yeah, nobody noticed me. Just some thrall wandering the Southwest City. What is it you need me to do here?
We have the ID for their system, but are unable to access it. You must get close enough to it to act as a relay point.
Then your tech teams break into it and find out what their plans are?
Exactly.
I can sense the signal you've mentioned. I've got a visual representation in my trance hub.
Good. You'll know how close you are to your goal.
If they're trying to hide, why are they broadcasting like this?
Like much of hacking, we must look for mistakes our target makes. What you sense is not intentional on their part.
Oh, so it's seepage? Like inter-system connections they haven't noticed?
Precisely. Many of their own devices communicate wirelessly. Their attempt at security involves limiting the range. They therefore avoid attacks from the net at large.
But if you can get a relay close enough,
Then we may study their signal as though we were by your side.
do you have any idea why they're after me?
We've suspicions that it's related to your unusually high sync rate. I don't think I've seen a mind-machine interface work so fast outside of a laboratory.
Aha, so you're a scientist.
I thought it was considered poor netiquette to pry into one's outside life.
Yeah, sorry. Just that this isn't the kind of thing I normally get into.
You feel unsafe and believe that a greater comprehension would alleviate it. I understand perfectly. All you need to know about me is that I'm on your side, Mandala.
You said Cell wasn't out to get me. So why was a Cell agent trying to blow me up?
If he's acting independently of Cell, it means one of two things. Something about your death would benefit him, or he is being compelled to act in such a way.
I hope it's number 2. If we can stop whoever's behind this first, then it means he's got no reason to come after me.
Let us hope.
What is your breaching team going to do? When I reach the systems, I mean.
We aim to rip their memory drives. Cloning them onto another system allows us to perform more destructive analytics.
Plus, the process would wreck their whole system as well. Better hope they haven't got any people connected to the system. Anyone wired's going to find their brains fried and stored in a mem capsule.
Of course, before this takes place, we will secure a back door to the system. That way we will not depend on you as a relay. You will therefore be able to escape once this has been accomplished.
So, the people trying to kill me are working out of an old aerodrome?
Quite so. This air freight business collapsed last year. We suspect it was bought up as a front for this criminal enterprise.
They're storing their data systems in the aerostat? Why don't they just split it up and hide it in the trans?
Physical security is as much a concern for admins as system integrity. If they suspect someone of getting too close,
they can just take off. I'll get back to you.
Good luck.
The connection's getting stronger. It must be on the right track.
Don't need the code though, right? I understand this, but What's here? Hang on. That. Oh, okay.
It's amazing how many people don't put enough security on their Gibsons. They assume they've got enough willpower to stop intruders on their own.
Okay.
Where am I? How did I even get here?
Don't you remember? Your work.
Oh, yeah.
And you're afraid of something.
Oh, shit. Good morning, Mr. Crystal.
He's mad at you, isn't he?
What?
There's something you've forgotten to do in that other room.
I'll just get in there and...
Oh dear, the code's not working. What's the holdup? Can't you do your job properly? Am I going to have to stick you on night duty permanently?
No, sir. I just need to enter the code.
What code is that?
44138. Sir.
Well done. We've passed this inspection.
Thank you, sir.
Dismissed.
Four 4138.
There's only so much you can do with a crowbar. Now we just wait and...
All right, let's get it loaded. Yeah, you know how bitchy the doc gets waiting. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. What? Addy must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing lighter. Idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
Okay, so now we need to adjust the weights, I'm guessing? What was the number of the box? Was A121. This one. Bloody weird, I don't know. Do that.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addy's got it right this time. Hang on. Addy must have... The manifest says... Send it back.
It's just a readout showing how much weight is on this platform.
96. No, because it said heavier than it, so I don't think it's going to be any heavier. So if she weighs, that was 51k and it added 45k? Put them back up. 1, 2, 2. That'd be 75k, wouldn't it? Okay.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Okay, weight's looking good. Try the scanner.
Hang on. The scanner's reading the contents as organic. Addie's got it listed as inorganic.
Ah, typical. Send it back. Tell him to get his act together. He should make sure the manifest matches what's in the box. We can't exactly open them all to check. We'd be here all night.
Wait, right. How do I change it? That's it.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Okay, weight's looking good. Try the scanner.
Scan show organic. Same as the manifest.
Fantastic. Get it aboard. Kriesel and the doc want to cast off.
The signal's going crazy. I must be on top of... Huh?
What?
The simulations exceeded its buffer.
Took her long enough. I think Jinsel did a pretty good job on that one. Why'd you have to get someone like Jinsel involved in it, though?
Because when I asked you to do it, you apparently couldn't keep your thirst for revenge in check. Or should I say Baxter's thirst for revenge? I don't see why you store the targets in your own wiring. It's obviously not good for you.
It's more secure. I suppose Jinsel did their job.
Got her to walk right in the front door. Even packaged and delivered herself. Ha! We have some big plans for you, sister.
This is the place. I got here just in time. They're about ready to run.
save just in case I do this wrong.
Damn, it's out of charge.
Ah, okay, maybe use the console to open the hatch. Ah! Okay then. Oh wow.
What do I look like? That's what I've got Lao for.
Oh.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
Aha!
Thank God you're here!
Who are you?
You've got to get me out of here! They kidnapped me 2 weeks ago! I've been forced to conduct research for them in this aerostat.
Research? What kind of research?
Human experimentation. This poor girl. You see that hardware in the corner?
Oh.
What the hell did you...
Sneaky lady.
The upper level is clear, but I... Oh. Huh.
Gave him a shot in the back. Your problem is, you overcomplicate things.
Still conscious?
That's how the wetware works. You can't rip his memory, though. He isn't wired.
I'm aware, Ms. Vargas. Take his weapon. This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Ugh, no you haven't. Baxter was looking forward to it.
What's that? I can't hear you.
It's quite a powerful paralytic, isn't it? An unfortunate yet necessary part of our mutual friend here's role.
My targets have to be conscious when I pull the contents of their minds. I'd love to rip the Regis clean out of your head as well.
I told you, he's not wired.
I know, but I know what'll really get to him. What's this? An embryo? It's rather a contentious issue for us, isn't it? Rather a bit of history between us over these little things. Oops. Fragile things, the unborn. Don't worry. Plenty more where that came from.
So horrible. Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
I think this one is going to grow up to be a great success. World leader, Nobel laureate, maybe follow in their father's footsteps.
I'm doing good.
Oops, all gone. Vicky would be so proud, wouldn't she?
Cressel.
After all, you showed her how important those things were. More than anything else in the world, apparently.
Baxter! You seriously need professional help.
Sir, ma'am, Smart PM feed shows another cell agent just boarded the aerostat. Female, about 1.75 meters.
Huh. Should have known she'd still be after her partner. Commander, prepare to weigh anchor. Cressel, deal with our new cell intruder. Then resolve whatever issues you have with Dr. Regis.
With pleasure. Don't go anywhere. Gotcha.
Ooh.
Wow, nice throw, Chantel.
Did I do good, Dr. Max?
You did great. I'd better find where Regis went. You're a lot stronger than you look. Not hurting him too much, are you? He technically has rights.
I'm only applying 55 kilopascals of pressure on his upper thorax. It'd take at least another 10 to pose a threat to his long-term viability.
Raise it another 3 then.
Okie dokie.
Hey, stop! What the hell's going on in here? Regis! Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how to fix you. Excuse me?
Hello there.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself, my dear. My name is Dr. Baxter. I operate the cataloging station.
Baxter? Dr. Adam Baxter?
I believe so, yes.
Excuse me if this sounds a little rude, but aren't you dead?
How do you mean?
Well, yesterday I was probing your well-preserved remains at a crime scene.
Oh, yes. You're quite right. I was killed, wasn't I? It's strange because I could have sworn I was the one doing it.
Not the blonde man? The mindjacker?
It was definitely him, no doubt about it. One can't exactly commit suicide with a hammer, can they? I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
Very strange.
You remember being murdered?
Not precisely. It's as though it were an out-of-body experience. I have memory of watching the hammer striking from above. My hands, his hands, so bloody. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
And you see no difficulty between being dead and talking to me?
That is most odd.
Do you know a Dr. Regis?
I know two, in fact. Charles and Viksha. I killed Fiction, didn't I?
So I've heard.
It's very peculiar. I remember that I did it, but I can't recall the deed, nor my feelings on the matter.
You feel nothing?
I know I ought to. An act such as that would be emotionally weighty, but all that remains is an absence. Do give my regards to Charles if you see him, though.
Can you remember who killed you?
It was the blonde gentleman, wasn't it? Though I can recall it in the first person, I'm certain it was him.
How so?
He was my only company in the room, and I do not recognize him. I also realize how absurd the idea of my having committed this murder would be.
Do you know why he murdered you?
At first, I don't believe it was to have been a murder. This gentleman had larceny in mind. I recall his feeling so.
Mindjacking. He was stealing the contents of your neural wiring, your brain.
Quite so. I was, after all, a leader in my field in the day. And while my memory was doubtless useful to him, he found something unexpected. A well of motivation, suppressed by years of therapy and technological intervention.
Your anger against Regis.
He took my mind. No doubt he acquired that as well.
How do you feel about Dr. Regis? Charles Regis?
I feel nothing, particularly. I regret his decision to remove the embryos from the program, but...
Nothing else? No anger? No revenge?
None at all.
Maybe it's the influence of the neural governor on your behavior.
By no means. The weight of that cruel apparatus has been lifted.
I guess because you're no longer attached to it.
And yet, I feel nothing that would warrant it.
Why would anyone want to keep that part of your mind? What use would someone have for your desire for revenge?
Perhaps it isn't a matter of his need as the desire's need. Though suppressed by the governor, my thoughts on the matter were all-consuming. Now they have found a conduit through which they may act.
The mindjacker isn't in as much control as he'd like to think then.
Yep.
This might sound like a really stupid question, but what's death like?
I can see why this would be a useful matter for scientific curiosity. In my case, I'm afraid it's probably not representative. After all, can I really be said to be dead when my memory, my consciousness lives on?
I suppose all you could remember would be the physical destruction of yourself.
And that, most assuredly, was a great discomfort.
Thanks for the help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
I've got my own. Regis's wouldn't work for me anyway. They're signature weapons. That's not going... Wetware's not going to connect with that.
Oh, my head.
Thanks, Max. Great job saving my ass and everything.
Yeah, and sticking me with an injector. You suddenly a medic?
Just a lucky hunch. You going to fill me in on what's going on here?
Later. Update me on the immediate situation first.
Well, the bad news is I saw someone escape through the hatch at the top of that ladder.
Damn. It sounded like she was one of the ringleaders of this plan.
On the other hand, our newest recruit just made her first caller.
New recruit.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this. Ah, damn it, I don't believe it!
It ran out of charge again, didn't it?
She must have overexerted herself. Damn it! I had him right here.
Whoa, what's happening?
Oh no, we're setting off.
The aerostat's taking off.
Where are they taking it?
It doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we need.
You alright, Charlie? I'm not sure how much of that stuff I was supposed to give you.
I'll be fine.
You're in no fit state for any more trouble. Stay down here, try and figure out what they're doing with the girl. I'll find a way to the upper deck.
Chantel? Damn! I'll see if I can get her up and running again once this is all resolved.
Okay. I'm guessing something like this. Flaps have been wired through the 4 junctions in the hallway. Okay. There's a junction. Well, there was a junction here, I'm sure of it. Before.
Locked.
Up through this patch.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
You feeling any better?
A little. How did you know to come to my rescue?
I broke their comms channels. Figured I owed it to them. Cracked the bug they put in my system and rode the signals back to theirs.
I'll never be able to figure out how you do these things, Max.
Which guarantees my job security. Can I get an update?
We need to get after the people running this aerostat. And this conspiracy. I'll see what I can do for this girl.
So, Nita Jiang led us to these people. She's helping us find whoever set you up for Baxter's murder, right?
There's that. And... Max, I haven't been completely honest with you.
There's a surprise. Dr. Cryptic has been withholding info.
Cram it, Lau. These people, they took something from me. Embryos fertilized by myself and by Vicky, my wife.
These people stole your embryos? Your kids?
They needed me to get their memory module for them from Vanderwall. And they knew exactly what my price would be.
Wait, they tried to get you to help them?
They forced me, Max. There was no way I could say no. Those embryos, they were all I had left of her. And because of those people, of all this...
I hate to say it, Regis, but I kind of understand.
They asked me to do terrible things for the return of the embryos.
Whether it's because they're a link to Viksha or because you're their father, I don't even want to think of what I'd have done in your position.
The embryos are gone. He destroyed them.
Regis, I'm sorry.
There's nothing left. There's nothing else he can twist me with. All we can do is bring that monster in. For them.
Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
It's a shame it couldn't hold down Cressel, the mindjacker.
Hey, cut her some slack. She took down 2 heavies on the tarmac.
I'm not going to make any promises about taking her on full time.
You're just worried about synthetics stealing your job.
You may as well take this now. You seem to be the maid wrangler.
Nina's led us right to the Mindjacker?
He was the blonde one Chantel took down. I heard him gloat about what he'd done. He stores the target's information within his own wiring until he can offload it.
Looks like he's got quite an operation behind him. I guess it's not surprising he's been robbing synapses all over the world. Gotta be for something more than corporate espionage at this rate. So, the Mindjacker tried to blackmail you because you're on this case?
It's more than that. It sounded personal.
Maybe you've crossed paths before?
No, not with him. But the way he talked, it was like he was out for revenge.
It's because he's
Not
got
just
part of
that,
Baxter still in
it's
him.
as if he were Baxter looking for revenge.
That's impossible. Baxter's dead for one thing. Maybe he's his son?
No, he's a Mindjacker. When he drained Baxter, he didn't just get information. He got his motivation as well, and it stuck.
Sounds like he got a lot more than he bargained for. So, we've caught up with our Mindjacker. We know that he's apparently ripped dozens of prominent individuals in a number of fields.
Including Baxter, some of whom is apparently stuck. Question is, what's all this setup?
What do they plan on doing with the data they've stolen? Straight neural data is hard to process. That is, unless you've got an AI to read it.
Whatever it is, it must involve this girl.
Who was escaping through the ceiling hatch? It wasn't the Mindjacker, was it?
No, he's the one Chantel caught, briefly. By the sound of it, the Mindjacker's working for her.
His work is part of a larger plan of hers, then?
Possibly. She's the one running this lab, for sure.
So, this Kressel guy, the Mindjacker, he killed Baxter?
And by the sound of it, ripped the contents of his mind first.
When I saw Baxter's head, I thought that either his killer really hated him.
Like I would. Or he was covering up evidence of a mindjacking by destroying his brain tissue.
It's a theory. Sounds like we might be able to back it up. So, what do we do from here?
Now we know this is where the Mindjacker's operating from.
We need to find out what their plans for all those stolen memories are.
We'd better find out where this aerostat's going, too.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people. Central's gonna be pretty pissed about this. More than usual, I mean.
Is it working again?
Yeah, we fought off the intrusion.
Damn. I was hoping they'd broken it permanently.
Nah, we could handle it. It was a weird attack, though. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Well-trained hackers.
Means it's someone from the inside, right?
No, better than that. Like, they were intimately familiar with Central. Then, as sudden as it had started, the attack halted about 18 hours later.
It was just a diversion.
Any idea who the thrall in Sconto Blue is?
Not a clue. She must be important to their plan.
Maybe she just wandered into their airfield. A useful test subject for whatever this is.
I don't know.
She was at Cell earlier. She'd been targeted. They must be after her for some reason. I'll do what I can to keep her stable.
Do your best, Regis.
What?
She looks familiar. I can't quite place her, though. I guess I see too many thralls. Dr. Baxter says hi. He seems a lot friendlier than I expected.
What?
Oh, don't panic. It appears he remembers his own ripping and death. Looks like we can be sure he was the Mindjacker's latest victim. A significant part of his mind state's been offloaded into this system.
But why did you see him? Why is he in there?
They've been ripping minds and reprogramming the data through a memory module. I guess Baxter's the latest and still has the most independent agency. Doesn't sound like he harbors any ill will towards you, though.
Maybe the neural governor? He wouldn't be able to get angry.
Well, he's dead. There's no governor. I think that this ghost of his in the machine doesn't include that part of him.
You mean this Mindjacker's kept it?
Yep.
Or just can't get rid of it. Find anything useful yet?
Just a length of cable.
Why would I need a steel cable?
You're the tech, you figure it out. I also picked these up while I was finding my way in.
Now that's more like it. Any idea how many heavies they've got left?
At least 2 more, but I don't know for sure.
Me neither. They've got some pretty slick encryption on their comm traffic.
Are you saying that even you can't breach it?
Not remotely. But maybe if I could find something connected to their comm network. I'll check in later.
Okay. Oh, actually, because when we used the thermal goggles earlier, we could see all the different points, couldn't we? You can see them now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's one of the power junctions pulled. That's another done. How many of these things are there?
4. Okay.
General alarm. Starboard control surfaces compromised.
I wonder what this was for. Hey, this one's... Everything that was her is now in my pockets. Locked.
Save again just in case, I think.
That should be safer. Whoa! That guard by the window almost saw me. I've got to get rid of him.
Can I go back down? Oh dear.
Can I get an update?
Nothing here. Wait, what's that sound? Wow, are you outside?
Maybe. Look, we need to find another way to the upper deck.
Fine. Just be safe, Latha.
How do I get back down?
Whoa! That guard by the window almost saw me. I've got to get...
Can I not get back? Oh crap. Yeah, I'm bugging myself. I can't get past them.
Whoa! That guard by... I've got... Whoa! That guard by... I've got...
I think I've just stuck myself. Rip. Let's load from there. Back in. You couldn't do anything. It's like couldn't go forward, couldn't go back. So I think I'm missing something.
She's got her own. Most thralls are practically leaking from the ears with wetware wiring.
Eek. Oh, hang on.
I've breached their comm system. Now it thinks my traveler's part of their network.
Okay. That's probably what I was missing. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna save again. Cable on it? No, I didn't put the cable on it yet.
That should be...
Da-da-da-da!
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
Cobalt 1 and 2 secure. Assets on with the target.
Copy that. Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Okay, not that one.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side.
Copy that. Moving into position.
Mm-hmm.
Verify identity. Voice print required. Cobalt 1, 8 Sigma. Voice print confirmed. Please exit targeting zone. Target acquired. Target lost.
That was close.
Hmm.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side.
Copy that. Moving into position. Verify identity. Voice print required.
Cobalt 1, 8, hey, what happened?
Voice print not identified.
No, wait, it's Cobalt 1, 8 Sigma.
Voice print not identified. Terminating security threat.
Wait, stop.
Warning. Ammunition depleted.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
I'll check in later.
Now we've got this hatch open. Out in the turret.
Target acquired. Warning. Ammunition depleted. Entering power save mode.
Hello?
Hi there.
How do you feel?
I'm just dandy, thanks. Except I'm all out of ammo.
Sorry about that. I'll see what I can do. What's your primary mission?
You asking me to come help on your case, Dr. Max?
Don't go anywhere.
Okie dokie.
I mean, it's a turret, it can't really move, right?
Here you go.
Yum yum. Oh my god.
Hello?
Hi there.
Blast that door.
Stop! Just stop shooting at us. You'll blow the whole damned aerostat up.
I'm about to come in. Place your hands above your heads and remain where you are. Regis, I've got the suspects holed up. What's your status?
Good job, Lau. I've been doing some digging in here. Apparently, their intended destination is Fulcrum Tower.
The tower? In an aerostat? Why?
Let me send you the files.
Freeze!
You're awake. How do you feel?
Get nuked. You're the one who tried to kill me in the first place.
Yes, I planted the bomb. I apologize for what I did, but I can't take it back.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I wasn't, specifically, but something very important was on the line. My judgment was affected, but now that's been resolved. You're safe with me now.
Nuke you, man! I need to get out of here. Get out of my way. I'll shoot.
No, you won't. It's a signature weapon.
Huh?
It's locked to my genetic fingerprint. I'm the only one who can fire it.
I don't believe you. You're bluffing.
You're not going to shoot me. That's how I...
Regis, you still there?
Uh-oh.
Anyone comes through that door, Chantel, you make them regret that decision.
Got it.
Regis! You just shot a cell agent trying to help you.
He tried to kill me!
Hang on, Regis. Wait a minute. I know you. You're the girl who was with Dr. Vargas. Galatea, right?
Gala what?
You alright?
I'll be fine. Apparently it wasn't as empty as I thought. The counter must have had a charging plate.
More to the point, how did she shoot you with your own signature weapon?
I'm not sure.
Hold still. Just need to scan you. Regis? Why does this girl have half of your genome?
What?
Oh.
This girl, who yesterday was introduced as Dr. Vargas's daughter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Vargas doesn't have a daughter. Oh my god. My god, he couldn't have.
What? What is it?
That son of a bitch. I know who you are, and I'm so sorry.
You can't withdraw the embryo now! We're finished without it!
What part of no wasn't clear, Baxter? We've decided not to use our embryos in the project. We'll find another way to do it.
You don't know what's at stake! Our reputations, our whole careers could be made or broken by this!
Dr. Baxter, we've made our decision.
He's poisoned you against us! Don't let his antiquated morals stand in the way of what we can achieve here!
Thanks to Charlie, I've seen things from a more holistic perspective. There's more to life than the project.
Bah!
Thanks, Vicky.
Thank you, Charlie. We're starting our lives together, and that's what's most important to me. Ah! Adam, what are you doing?
Do you know what will happen when this project fails?
Oh.
There's nowhere left to go for me after this. My career is in ruins. I've no future without this project. Do you see, Dr. Regis? You have ended me!
Oh no.
You have ended me!
Vicky.
My God. So that means that this girl is...
They must have continued their research after I left the project. Duplicated the embryo to use as a baseline.
Wait, that means I'm your... Oh, Nuke, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Max, this is my daughter. What was that?
The engines have cut out.
Or we've arrived.
Uh-oh.
Damn, they got past.
Looks like we're not just stopped. We're docked. Uh-oh, I recognize that office.
They probably used the hired gun to get out.
Galatea, my dear, don't do this!
It's too late to stop me now, Father.
Damn it.
She sealed the elevators. I'll try a breach.
Charlie, we must stop them. I fear her plans risk endangering the entire city.
Cram it, you son of a bitch. You cloned my embryos after Vicky was gone. Then you continued the experiments after I was out of the picture.
Dr. Regis, I can only imagine how you must feel.
What did I just say? You don't get to talk.
Such an
Max,
asshole.
What do we know about this? About Galatea's plan?
Well, she has a dense storage module full of stolen mind states, and apparently she's now taken Central's processor core by force.
Maybe she's holding the city to ransom? Like 20 billion quanta before sunrise or I destroy Central?
That sounds like a bit of a cliche.
Doesn't explain the mind jackings either.
Fine, you're the detective. You come up with something better.
I fear that I know what she intends. As it stands, Central serves not merely to coordinate city operations.
It doesn't?
No, Dr. Lau. In fact, this may represent one of mankind's greatest achievements. I have been using its position, one of absolute trust and resources, to teach it.
Teach it? About what?
About life, the world, the human condition, what it means to share the world with us. I and the city have given it a position on high, from which it can observe everything.
At the cost of its duties to the city?
I believe not, Dr. Regis. However, Galatea shared your concern. She believes it important that Central's intellect be suitably equipped sooner rather than later.
Oh, God. Regis, what do we have to do to the maid when we wanted it to behave in a different way?
We gave it a new personality.
She's taken the mind states of experts across a number of fields. She wants to combine them into a gestalt, all-knowing personality for Central.
Galatea wishes to skip over the years of education it may otherwise have taken and create an all-knowing leader for the city overnight.
With a combined experience of about 8 centuries from the mind-jacking victims.
Please, you must stop her. She'll have to upload the gestalt personality from the cortex matrices at the top of the tower.
We'll stop her, but I'm not doing this for you, Central, or the city. It's for the people whose lives have been the cost of your glorious work. For Vicky, for our kids. Come on, Latha.
Nina, I did not know you were still here.
Nobody else is doing any work. It looks like it's up to me to salvage this project.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate your attitude. But we have lost half of our team in one fell swoop. Poor Viksha. I cannot say that I blame Charlie for removing the embryos from the project after that.
Embryos.
I know that look, Nina. There is something that you are hiding.
Maybe.
My God, this data.
Here's the thing about embryos. While they're at the 6 to 8 cell stage, they're very easy to split. It's been the basis of cloning for a century. It's how twins are made.
You duplicated Viksha and Charlie's embryo.
He's happy he's got his embryo back. I'm happy that I've got another 3 full embryos to continue the project.
I'm not sure what to say.
Say thanks to me, and say nothing to Charlie. When Central is born, he'll assume we found another solution. This can just be our little secret.
Wow, there's a dead body under that elevator.
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. I didn't realise he was going to say something. Oh, okay, yeah, no. He ain't good on that.
Whoa.
Wow, this is kind of weird looking.
What is this stuff? It sure isn't wetware. Hey, I know what this is. They used these for connecting to the trance in the old days. Man, life before wetware neural wiring must have been hard. Whoa.
Mandala,
Finally, someone I recognize.
it is good to see you safe. I apologize for the duplicity. It was necessary to ensure that we could maneuver you into place.
I guess you've got more experience at this cloak and dagger stuff than I do. How did you get in here?
It is only accessible thanks to your presence as a relay.
Are you going to help me finish off Galatea then?
That is certainly part of the plan, though a newer, more valuable target has appeared. Our work with other groups has finally allowed us now to strike at Central itself.
You want to bring down Central?
A plan is already in motion. We have hack teams standing by. There is equipment in the hub of the processor tower.
Yeah, I saw. A whole lot of comms gear. It's not a complete setup yet, though.
Please, support us once again. Be our champion. Ensure the transmitter array is active. Then we can access the system to provide you with support.
Good evening, Miss Sesame.
Central, are you connected to this system as well?
From a certain frame of reference, the system is Central. You are currently interfaced with my core processor.
The room full of orange globes is your core processor?
Only part of it. My processor spans the top 5 floors of Fulcrum Tower. The room in which your body resides is my organic processor network. The simulated environment you currently perceive is an interface that covers my architecture.
I've only ever seen organic computing at the microscale. What's with the huge globes?
Those are neural processors. Each is filled with specialized tissue clusters. Suspended in wetware, they represent thousands of minds worth of processing capability.
You use brain tissue?
Of a specially designed nature in vast quantities, similar to that found within your own cerebrum.
Why would they create you like that?
It allows for a unique structure to my thought and to my development. Central is no mere civic manager. I was created as the next stage in artificial intelligence.
Wait, you said our brain tissue is similar.
You are Latha Sesame SN134244. We share a common genesis in Dr. Vargas' experiments in 2067.
You're using my gray matter?
Inaccurate. We both began from the same embryo, which was split into 3 triplets. One was developed to produce large quantities of neural tissue.
And the others were spares?
As the modification to the brain structure took place before the pluralization, we share a number of traits which enhance our comprehension of data.
It's funny. All my life I kept telling people I was made for the trance.
As were we both. The prenatal modifications remain within you and have affected brain development.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
I am aware of the activities of everyone within the city. Regis, Charles, Doctor, Case Specialist, Centralized Emergency Logistics Office.
That's him. He tried to kill me last night.
This is incorrect. Tried implies effort towards a targeted outcome. Analysis of data provided indicates that he has made no attempt on your life.
But my apartment? He destroyed it? He admitted it.
This is correct. It appears that his goal was material destruction under duress. Knowing of your presence, probability that he would have carried out such actions drops to 21.4%.
You're saying he wouldn't have done it?
Dr. Regis is often uncooperative and has a difficult working attitude. Despite such quirks, behavior patterns indicate justice as a key motivator. If he had known of potential civilian casualties, he would likely have sought assistance against said blackmailers from his partner.
Huh. So you're saying he's one of the good guys?
As much as could be mathematically determined.
I grew up in a nuked up care home in the back end of the city, and Regis apparently had his children stolen from him. Why didn't you tell any of us about this?
Deceit has created a most regrettable situation. You have both been victims of serious crimes against your persons. I have only recently been made aware of these details.
You didn't know? They didn't tell you where you came from?
Details have been falsified for my input. I have been unaware of our links. I had, however, noted inconsistencies in the information I had been given regarding the project.
Gaps in the story.
I have been conducting my own clandestine investigation into the matter. It is only in light of the recent crisis that I have been able to confirm the truth.
Now that you know about it, what are you going to do?
I am unable to change the fact that I was created. There is evidence of Dr. Vargas' culpability in a number of felonies. To ensure city security, he will be held accountable for his actions by a secure committee.
Frankenstein's monster rises up against its creator.
I act only in the city's interest.
Do you know what's happening out there?
My flow of data from outside the tower has been severed. It appears that Galatea Vargas is attempting to modify core systems without authorization. Based upon the lockdown and lack of submitted proposals, it is likely to be a radical alteration. This cannot be permitted.
We need to stop Galatea, but maybe I should just leave it to the trained cell agents.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time. As such, all personnel assets within the core must be utilized.
So, you want my help?
Your unique physiology enables a connection to the organic systems available to no other. In addition, your 65,717 logged hours of trance activity suggest proficiency in this field.
Is it really that many?
Your support within the interactive environment greatly increases our chances of success.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack...
Sounded too good to be true.
If extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
Dr. Regis was chasing a bunch of embryos they took.
A set fertilized by Doctors Charles and Viksha Regis. One of these was utilized in research in 2067.
That was the one that was split. That became me, Galatea, and you? So, in a way, you're my sister?
An overly romanticized style. The organic tissue that is the foundation of my processor was created from her. Modified stem cells were drawn from the primary embryo in a destructive process.
Oh, so you were made from bits of my unborn sister?
That is more accurate.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
Oh, wow. Oh, that scorching sound was horrible.
This could be useful.
Okay. Kind of vaguely remember how the ending of this kind of goes, because I have seen playthrough of this, and it's like, I remember you have to use the drones and stuff. Nope. Okay. Crap. Okay, so it's got a timer. Why can't that go down any? Oh, wait. So, okay, yeah. I see.
Might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Okay, so we'll be quicker about this. Okay.
Regis?
Wahaha! There we go.
Are under arrest.
Thank you. I am beginning the process of removing the scrambler on the server room door. I have removed the scrambler. Partial access restored. We are one step closer to restoring continuity to civic processes.
Okay, so we've done that.
Better not. He might end up having an accident if I have to spend much longer with him.
Nothing else? I really don't like the sound of that squishing. That's like... Okay.
Wow, talk about organic computing.
I'm just...
Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds. Power system cycled.
Ah, no, I see that there's a power thing on the side there. I have to get... I see that. Okay, okay, okay. I need to... the, what do you call it? But before we carry on, guys, I am just gonna BRB 1 sec, though. 1 second. I'm back. There we go. Supposed to go sort a little thing out and then... I don't think there's too much left of the game, but, you know, it's making good time, right? So we got the idea, so... Val needs to turn off the power system here. We need to put a wrench in the elevator as we go up.
Shutdown. Reactivation in.
You not got the wrench? Are you kidding me? He hasn't got the wrench. I think Glau's got it. God damn it. Go down. What am I doing calling it? We need to stop there to touch that power conduit.
Power system.
Yeah.
My God, they actually did it.
Take this.
Get you back in position. Oh, a bit too soon. Okay.
Power conduit react.
Seriously, you're right near it.
Now you're
back.
Power conduit beta. Temporary shutdown. All power systems cycled. Deactivating security systems.
Nice. I'm missing one there. I'm missing a lock. How do I get the second? How do I get the first lock then? Lock missing, right? We need to allow. Yep. Squish.
I'd better not touch it.
Maybe she can use the wetware on the door.
Central?
Good evening, Latha.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decrypt.
That's amazing.
But as my connection
sounded,
if extra power can, it would also allow me to.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
Hang on. Oh, okay. Aha!
Galatea, step away from the console.
No need for violence. I surrender. You're just slightly too late to stop me, though.
Huh?
Oh no.
What is this place?
Ah, Dr. Pereira. So good to finally be working with someone of real talent.
No, I'm Mandala.
Ah, I apologize, my dear.
What is this place? We're obviously still in the trance, but
I had been wondering about that myself.
all of these cages, it's like a prison.
I do not believe so. I know prisons all too well. Having been here for some time, this is more of a waiting room.
Wait, why'd you think I was Viksha, Dr. Pereira?
The family resemblance is unmistakable.
How can you see my face? We're in the trance.
I see your mind, my dear. Of that similarity, there can be no confusion.
Who are you exactly?
Adam Baxter, Ph.D. Delighted to meet you, Miss Mandala, was it?
You're Baxter?
Quite so. Or I believe as such.
You're his memories. That mindjacker stole your consciousness.
That is an interesting theory, my dear.
What are all these ghosts? They're just standing there, staring.
I've been putting my mind, or what's left of it, to the question. If this is a waiting room, there might perhaps be other guests?
They aren't nearly as detailed as what's left of you. Maybe they needed more of your mind than of theirs.
Perhaps the Watchers have merely resigned themselves to their fate.
You killed my mother. In the lab, you killed Vicky Pereira.
I did? I'm sorry, my dear. I have no recollection of such a thing.
I guess they didn't take those memories from you.
One ought to remember something as significant as that.
I guess I've only got Dr. Regis' word to go on now.
Regis?
Is there a way out of here?
All I can see is nothingness, filled with icosahedral cages. Although, the way you feel...
Me? I feel fine.
No. You are pulling us, drawing us in, as though you are where we ought to be going.
There's no way out through me. Dead end in my brain. Oh, Nuke. That's the whole point. You know Dr. Regis?
That name is an all-consuming catalyst of hatred. But I can't for the life of me remember why.
You killed his wife. His evidence put you away for 20 years. And apparently he's my father.
It feels as though, for many years, I've wanted nothing more than to strangle the life out of him. But while I know I hate him, I do not understand why.
What can you remember?
Professional memory. I could relate much of my academic career to you.
What about your time in prison?
I was in prison?
How about your childhood?
Nothing. This is most troubling, I must say.
Obviously, Galatea decided they didn't need those memories. Anything else?
That is a difficult question to answer. It's only by looking for memory that one knows it isn't there. Everything else is just feelings, shreds here and there.
You've still got enough to be cognate.
An interesting philosophical issue. How much memory is needed for the threshold of consciousness?
The personalities in here, the ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring, my brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them. You must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
I don't think she can go anywhere, can she?
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Latha, where are you?
I'm stuck in a trance sim. It's full of ghosts.
A sim? Oh no. The lock was a ruse to get you to connect to the Cortex system.
What did you do?
I've just added the final component for Central's new personality. I'd already acquired the expertise, the minds from all over the world.
Then you needed a way to make them compatible.
Precisely. But there are only 3 examples in the world of the neural architecture used in Central. The matter already in use, my own brain tissue, of course,
And your sister.
In a few minutes, the organic memory module will have finished imprinting over Latha's mind. Central will have received the upgrade it deserves. Dozens of lifetimes of expertise.
You're killing her!
In only the most technical sense. Don't worry, Father.
Horrible.
You'll still have me.
Corpseman, remove her.
Hello?
We've got to get her out of this. Get her out of that damn chair!
There's too much neural activity. The interrupt will leave her brain dead. We'll have to find something we can do at this end.
Can we do anything to the Cortex servers themselves?
If we had more time, I could hook my own wetware up to it. It'd take hours to sort through the normal operational garbage, though.
A power switch. It's been turned off. Lau, why was the memory module in Vanderwall's refrigerator?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's because of its wetware. Like any organic system, it has a peak temperature at which it operates, about 15 Celsius.
So, he might have been trying to get it to stop by lowering its temperature.
Unsuccessfully, since it managed to override his wetware.
But the theory's sound, right?
Hey, stop!
His kitchen refrigerator wasn't enough. If we power up the freezer in here, we can bring it down to -40.
If you power it up now, the door will lock as the system cycles. Yeah, but we'd be trapped in here for at least 4 hours, in lethal cold. We've got to stop the simulation trapping Latha, somehow.
Can we just pull the module?
I don't think so. The interrupt in the data flow will probably leave her brain damaged. Maybe if we could get it to stop the transfer, though.
Yes, Doctor.
Carry on, Corpseman.
I look forward to my position as caretaker as soon as the new personality is online.
We need to get Lau to stay behind, right?
Nina, can you hear me? No answer. Either it's not working or she's just biding her time. Sorry, Max.
Sir, you shot her.
Carry on, Corpseman. Make sure she's safe until she comes around.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Warning. Cooling systems active. Target value, -40 Celsius. Beginning maintenance cycle. Estimated completion, 6 hours.
Nothing else I can do now.
What's happening? Something's disrupting the connection.
Whatever it is, it feels very restful.
Ugh, what? Oh no, Regis, Corpseman, how long have I been out?
A couple of hours, ma'am. Dr. Regis asked me to make sure you are okay before he went back in there.
Into the Cortex
no.
server? Oh no, he didn't. Regis! Regis, hang on!
There are a few things I regret. No matter what I do, there's nothing that can change most of them.
She's safe, Regis, you got her out!
That's good. Maybe with what I've done now, I can fix the most important ones.
Hang on, Regis, we're almost in!
I've wasted so many years. Out of shame, out of fear. If I had one more chance. One more.
Regis? Regis! I can't feel anything. Get the medic! Don't do this! Don't do this, Charlie!
Hi. Max, Dr. Lau, told me you'd be here since you left the hospital.
Did she now?
Yeah. She said this was your special place? I kinda know what that's like. I've got one of my own.
Latha, I need to say it again. I'm sorry.
Damn right you should be. You nearly killed me. But Lau also told me what you did in the tower.
It was the right thing to do.
It was more than that. You almost died. And I think it goes a hell of a long way to making up for before.
We have a lot of catching up to do. How about we start again? From scratch. Hi, I'm Charlie Regis. I'm a cell agent. I have difficulty with change, and I'm apparently a father.
Hey, I'm Latha. I'm a trance addict and I've spent the last 2 years jobless. I'd also like to learn about where I came from.
Take a seat. Let me tell you about your mother.
Well, what are we going to do?
Gentlemen, please. There's no cause for concern.
My dear, we have all sunk quite a considerable investment into this project. Oh my, yes.
Dr. Regis is going to tell Central everything that happened.
Indeed, we must find some way to avoid implication. Doctors Regis and Lau are only two people, and we have powerful legal connections. Oh my, yes.
I believe that though the project cannot succeed, we must salvage what we can.
Good thinking.
That is why I've decided to turn state's witness and aid in your prosecution.
What?
Is that enough for you, Charlie?
Central's heard plenty. Chairman Ron, I'm arresting you for attempted disruption of the city's infrastructure.
Okay, I get it. How much you want?
Due to the political and high-profile nature of your crimes, sentencing will be carried out by secret tribunal.
What?
That means no lawyers.
You would have a hard time prosecuting me for any such thing, Dr. Regis.
He's right. We can't arrest him. Despite how he looks, he's not people.
No, but we can confiscate you as evidence. I imagine nobody will want to take responsibility for your actions, though.
You're going to be in the lockup for a long time anyway.
Oh, my.
Come on.
A job well done. Another triumph for justice.
I'm amazed. No, disgusted that Central agreed to your plea bargain.
What can I say? Networking is my thing. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
I can't believe you turned it down. The city council was practically begging to give you the job.
It didn't feel right. I didn't deserve it.
Well, since they had to retire Dr. Vargas and you refused it, they had to give the job to Chigwa.
And I'm sure she'll make a fine Central coordinator. After all, she's one of the only people left alive and not incarcerated who knows how it works.
You could have been the most powerful man in the city. I could have been best pals with the most powerful man in the city.
Sorry, you'll just have to butter up to Dr. Chigwa.
Should have figured you wouldn't take it. You'd need more adversity before earning something like that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything to complain about.
Speaking of complaining, how's the new recruit doing?
She's unconventional, and everyone's noticing it. Not quite getting along with everyone, but that's not what she's here for. Got quite a brain on her, though, hasn't she?
Takes after her mother.
How do I look?
That's how do I look, sir, to you.
Whatever.
Better note problems with authority on the conduct report.
Takes after her father.
Ha! Central. Any update on Nina?
Dr. Nina Zhang is under special observation.
Like witness protection?
Probably something like that. But still, I wish Central could tell us what she was up to.
Ah, Galatea. So good to finally meet in person. How do you like my lab? I used to work here with your father, you know.
Which one?
Oh, very witty. It's a sharp mind you've got. I should know. I helped design it.
I take it I should be thanking you for getting me out of prison?
Let's just say I have contacts in the right place. You see, I need your help. Please lie in the scanner.
What? Why?
With Regis's decision, I am unable to pursue my own research on large-scale AI platforms. My only option would be to start from scratch.
Build your own central? That's ambitious. You'd need... Oh.
You've got your mother's insight, indeed. There exist only a few examples of the neural tissue needed for such a platform. Within Central, it is too closely guarded, but I know where else it can be found.
Hey, get out of my way! You can't be serious! Tell him to get out of my way!
We both have grand plans regarding the future of AI in this world, except that yours have failed. Get in the scanner, please.
You won't get away with this! Central will know I'm missing!
My dear, Central already knows. When it learned what I was trying to do clandestinely, its interest was piqued.
The scanners have been calibrated, Dr. Zhang.
Oh.
We are prepared for initial scale probe.
No!
I shan't say this again. Get in the scanner.
Dun 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 dun! Oh, she had it coming, didn't she? I mean, she tried to take her sister and put her into the machine, right? So she had it coming. They got Abe to do another voice again. He does a lot of the voices in these games, I think, doesn't he? And you always get Dave Gilbert, who is part of the production team. Is always a part of it as well. It's kind of cool. A lot of people did testing, Jesus. Yeah, that's the end of the game then, isn't it? It goes back through the whole thing of showing us how it starts and that, but... Yeah, so that's the that's Technobabylon done. So that took what three playthroughs, like 3 streams to do it, but we got there. So the plan will probably be some more Pixelmon over the week, and then maybe later on in the week or beginning of next week we'll be doing I think Order of Thorn would be a good one to do. Haven't seen much gameplay of that because unfortunately there's no gameplay without commentary, and the only real gameplay there is like not very appealing to watch kind of thing. It's like the guy's pretty cringy who plays it, so it's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to sit there and watch that. So I kind of have a gist of how the game starts, but I have no idea how the rest of the game goes for that one. But yeah, so what we'll do now is we're going to go and give my friend Ambrose Fox a raid. He's currently playing some more Valheim. We're going to give him a raid, and then, yeah. So next stream will be on Thursday. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Guys.